Sorry. Hello. My computer blue screened. It's alright, I will get things back up in a moment. But yes, my computer blue screened. Got things back up as quickly as possible. Trust me, I am plenty annoyed that it blue screened as such. Because I would rather it not do so, yet it keeps on happening. One moment. I do not let such things... Do not let such things foil me. Oh, no, we're not having any of that now, are we? Alright, let me make sure I just have everything up and running again, all proper. Because I need to make sure everything's working correctly. But yeah, blue screens. They suck. They're annoying. They are tremendously annoying. I hate them. Hate. I get them way too damn often. But yes. Like I said, I'm finishing this damn mission. No blue screen or the like is going to get its way on that accord. Alright. My camera deals reset because of course they did. The game slot. Continue game. Alright, good. At least those settings saved on that. Okay. Let us get back to it. Oh, lovely. I'm right back at the beginning. Okay. Right at the beginning. Fair enough.
My God. Everyone, evacuate now!
Assuming you want to use that orb to go to Urdak, right?
This is any...
Okay, let's just skip through that because we do not need to see all that again.
Hayden's files are extensive, and the Ark recorded all of it. The Dark Lord
Yep, there's the hole.
killed until he takes physical form. They're going to have to accept you because anyone who earned the right to acquire a life sphere in the swamp are free to pass through into the Luminarium and insert whichever sphere they have. Effectively, you could awake anyone in there and they'll actually have to help you do it.
Dismiss. Let's do this again. Boop. Missed there. Nope, that is not what I was going for, but it's what I did anyways. Oh well. Driver-related blue screens are such annoying things. I just cannot pinpoint it down. I'm hoping my computer will cooperate for what remains of this stream. Because, yeah. Then I'll try to look into things as best as possible, but still. You know, look into things as best as possible, like I always do. That was... not the way I came from. I think it was the way it came from. Or maybe not. Or maybe yes. Yeah, okay, what? No, I went there. Okay. Confused myself. And whee! Let's just do that. Switch back to that because that actually is really, really useful. Oh, thanks for the generous donation back to my armor fund. I appreciate it, demons. I appreciate the donation. Got all my armor back. Of course, after that, but yeah.
The demons now move freely through this world.
Oh, hello, the Father.
Maker, and since the awakening of the icon of sin here, the seal has been broken.
That's Vega. You left him here on your last mission.
Oh, yeah, that's Vega. Who is going by the Father. Maybe the real Father was the Vega we always had along the way, which I'm fine with. Vega's good. Okay, that's exploded. Sure, that works. Yeah, portal, which means this is gonna be a fight. We headshot things. Oops. Said if we headshot things, explosions can happen. Technically jumped up earlier. But oh, it's fine. Boop. Boop. Yeesh, where did you come from, good sir? Oh god, it's a spirit. Ah, why? Oh, of all the things I did not want, it was a possessed. And boop. Please do the thing I want you to do. Beggedly, please. It's off, Ghost. Health, health, health. Mind if I do? Nope, and nope. Okay, that game paid off. That game paid off somehow. You know, that's a Marauder and a Tyrant, I see. Okay. I need clear ground to fight the Marauder. Oh, that Tyrant's down there now. Just what I wanted. No, it wasn't. Oh, yep, yes, 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 yes. Tat. Okay. Whew. Marauder and a Tyrant, eh? Marauder and a Tyrant, eh? Ye gods. Alright, we made it through though. We made it through. Relatively intact. And that is... explosions. And that is always good. Should we have all the resources that can be picked up? But I think we're good on that. Oop, we aren't. Yoink. We definitely want that. Okay. There's a Slayer... Yeah, there's the Slayer key up there. And there's a whole trail of extra lives over there. I have a feeling we followed the extra lives, because we could not get up through that means. You know. And very recklessly, I will fully admit, I approached that on a bit of the reckless. Boop. There goes the tree. Timber and all that. Extra life, and then there's an extra life elsewhere. Boop. Like there, but was there any way to get around? Not from here. I think we need to go up some more. But that was at least an extra life. Yeah, there's the key. That is a key. Grab the key. And the health is back that way. Here and around the corner. Yep. Bonk. Perfect. Perfect. We don't want to go down there yet. We want to head towards... There's that trial. Rather, where's that challenge? Ah, it is here. Don't mind me. Oh dear gods. Okay, good. Completed. Wasted a whole bunch, but completed. Bloodslayer. And then, who we gonna call? Fuck you. Couldn't help myself. Where do y'all think you're running off to? To what's probably a trap. Definitely a trap. Definitely a trap. Why did it default to that, of all things? Kill 9 spirits in a single save. Damn right. Okay. That leads to what I can only presume to be forward. It's the auto map, which is always good. Some armor, which is also always good. Boop. Where's the other one? Goofing you. Pardon me. Grab as much as we can. Ah, secret behind the waterfall. Of course. Always gotta find the secret behind the waterfall. That just gave me 101. I should realize that earlier. this is back here, and this way. Yeah, it was down here that it was. Alright, Slayer Gate. You and me again. You and me again. Resurrect the Dark Lord. Is that a go swimmingly? Speaking of going swimmingly, Godspeed. Do not fucking like. Archvilles, choop. Gods, I hate Archvilles. Get the hell out of here. Oh, Bloodmaker. I see, I see, I see. Back up, get back up. And give me ammo. Good, Empowered Demon. Oh good, one of those. Oh good, a Doom Hunter. Oh good, oh good. Oh god damn it, fucking flippy deal. Trying to flip. I was not trying to do a flip. God damn, missed my chance again. Give me health, please. Give me health, please. Give me health, please. Oh, there's 2 Doom Hunters. Of course there's 2 Doom Hunters. My hand's What the fuck? Just trying to get up the deal. I cannot catch a break here. I cannot catch a fucking break here. Why this one? Why this one? Ye fucking hells! Give me a fucking breather game! I know these are supposed to be hard, but this is fucking ridiculous! The game is struggling to even fucking hold up to this bullshit. Oh, good. Just what I need to be out of. Oh my god, you fucking... Just want to go up. Oh, come on, I stuck that well enough, the damn game. Fucking cheapskate me out of that. Thank gods. No, no, no. You get back into that state where you belong. Thank you. A possessed marauder. Fucking really. A possessed fucking marauder. Also, hi, Misfiring. Sorry I haven't been talking much to you, but hello, hello. 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 Oh god, where's anything? That 82 is actually easier because this is horse. This is horse hockey. Find that shield fucker. Yes, you. actually big enough on my priority list. Go, get away. You just die. Dog, get fucking out of here. I can do with less fucking imps spawning, game. Come on, how did that not count as a hit? Bullshit and shenanigans, that's what. How did that not count? Come on, game. Now you're just screwing me over when I'm getting legit shots on the goddamn Marauder. Gods, thank you for finally registering one of those, piece of shit game. Why did you just switch my weapons? Fuck off, dog! Can my shots actually count, for fuck's sake? Please, let my shots count. And the damn imps leave me alone. Fuck out of here. And who we gonna call? Fuck you, that's who we're gonna call. Ah! Too many things happening at once, too many things happening at once. Hey, Steve, give me one moment. Okay. 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 Steve. Hello, hello. Thank you for the raid of 18. Hello, everybody. Alright. Mr. I'm possessed Marauder only falters 50% of the time? Oh, ew. Normally suits Grand Falter. Ew. So, yeah, hello, Steve. Hello, Uniboots. Hello, Dozrith. Hello, for the first time, the Reals Deals 00. Hello, Jeffrey for the first time. Hello, Steve. Hello, Aaron the Destroyer. Hello, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How am I doing tonight? Other than the blue screen I had just a bit ago, I have been doing well. I've been doing well. The blue screen was unfortunate, but I am doing well. I am playing through Doom Eternal, the Ancient Gods 1 DLC for the very first time. And dear gods, you guys interrupt me right in the right towards the tail end of a really hard Slayer Gate. So, hello, I'm relieved to have that finished, and hello, welcome everybody. For those whose first time here and don't know me, I typically go by Narem. I am a variety streamer, and as I just said, I have been playing Doom Eternal for the very first time, and this is the Ancient Gods DLC, and oh boy, that Slayer Gate was ridiculously tough. Just yeesh. Yeesh is all I can say. Yeesh. I'll just take that as a support rune. Not the dreaded blue screen. Yeah. It unfortunately happens. Hate how comfortable I am with it. Blue screens at this point. Same. I've been having them too much, even after a clean sweep. The only bright side is, since I got a solid state drive, I can get back from the blue screens quicker. Which is a grim way of putting it. Been a few weeks though, so knock on wood. Yeah, knock on all the wood, knock on all the wood. I don't wish blue screens on anyone, especially driver-related one. But hello, everybody. Welcome. It is good to see you all. It is always a pleasure to see you, Steve. What were you streaming tonight, and how did it go for you? Always curious what other folks' streams were like. I should have started off with asking that earlier, but I'm getting my nerves down from that Slayer Gate because yeesh, Yishka Luiska. I used 3 of my extra lives on that, and that hurts. First time I've lost extra lives. Need to finish playing this. I started last year, but never came back to it. It is a fun game. The DLC, however, does get very difficult. They very much go off the premise of, oh, you played through the base game. Well, clearly you can handle everything. Steve streams are always awesome. Yep, of the ones I've been able to kind of lurk about, Steve is a wonderful streamer and has wonderful streams, so I very much agree with you there. Playing A Plague Tale Requiem, it is a really great game. Is that the sequel that released for it? I saw a Let's Play of the first one, but if that's a sequel, then glad you've been enjoying it. AG1 is harder than base, AG2 is slightly easier than base. Oh, okay. Also, probably for the best, I was worrying that AG2 would somehow be more difficult, and the thought terrified me. So thanks for letting me know, Miss Ryan, that it actually is slightly easier, because it means if I can get through this, I can get through the next one, and not fear. So fucking touch if you're a completionist. Hi, it's me, the completionist. I can't help myself. I have to complete things as much as I can. For better or worse. For better or worse. Thank you so much. Nah, you deserve it, Steve. You deserve it. Everyone deserves it through. Me too, though. Yeah, second game, it's holding up to the first very well. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Me too, though. Yep, we're on the same page. And here I'm just thinking on this is me playing through Hurt Me Plenty. After I finish Hurt Me Plenty, I do plan to do a nightmare run of this. And now I worry. Now I worry for the future nightmare run because, oh dear gods, this Slayer Gate. Oh dear gods, this DLC. So, yeah, that's gonna be pleasant once I do that. Oh dear, I hate myself, clearly. but I'll do it anyways. Stick with the plan. And you got to promotion. Yes, yes. I did the same thing with Doom 2016. I beat it first way through Hurt Me Plenty, and then I did a Nightmare run. The fact that I beat it on a Nightmare run for my 2016 playthrough meant, okay, now I'm committed to do my Doom Eternal playthrough the same way. Hurt Me Plenty through first, which is this run, and then second go through on Nightmare. Oh boy, that's gonna be an experience. That is going to be an experience. An experience of pain and suffering, but an experience nonetheless. Oh boy. Alright then. Progress. He played quick through Final Fantasy X too, and he is on completionist run as well. Do you finish that? I'm working on it. I'm still working my way through it. I'm in a position where I'm farming. What I need to do at this point is for Final Fantasy X, I've beat the Dark Ions through Ixion. So I've done Dark Veil 4, I've done Dark Ifrit, and I've done Dark Ixion. Next up in the line is Dark Shiva. So where I left off was farming AP to just get my 3 main characters as much as possible just through things. Not sure I won't get full completionist on the game, sadly, because some of the ultimate weapons are just outside my ability. But no, hi. I accidentally triggered something. But I will do all that I can. And in that line of deal, it's getting my people as strong as possible. Dark Shiva's on. Dark Shiva sounds like an evasion palooza, and that worries me. And boop. But yeah, I can't help myself. I have to complete things at least as well as to my ability, because it's just in my blood. It is just in my blood. Unfortunately. But it is. And it's not about to change anytime soon. But yeah, welcome in, y'all. I hope those who stick around enjoy matters. As I absolutely suffer. Because, oh dear gods, this DLC has been tough. Oh, eyeball. Hi, tower. Boop. And boop. I'm not playing any other Final Fantasy. I'd binge you play through Final Fantasy 18. It's a case of I do not have, it's like, I will go through Final Fantasy X-2. That very much is in the plans right afterwards. I might eventually go through other Final Fantasies as well. They're all open to me because other than 14 and 10, I haven't played any of the others. They might not be immediately because I do have a whole bunch of other stuff I want to play too. But it is highly possible I could play more Final Fantasies in the future. It is highly likely because they are fun games. Please just play 8 and 9. That's all. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Lock-on rockets are still very strong against possessed demons, except against Baron of Hell and Tyrants. Those who need to grind them down slowly. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Those lock-on rockets are good. Arma. Thank you. Oh, hi. I'm against the wall, aren't I? Yes, I am. And boop. Before it gets crazy, I'll need to go on lurk mode. It's bedtime, unfortunately, my friend. I hope you have a great rest of the stream. thank you very much, and thank you again for the raid, Steve, and I hope you have a wonderful night. I always appreciate your lurks, I always appreciate your raids, appreciate whatever company you are so willing, and I know I stream late, so thank you ever so much, Steve, and I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thank you and take care, mate. Back around. Yep, good night, Steve. Ah, I found more friends. Oh, hi. That's who my other friend is. It's you. Spider brain. Lip. Alright. That is where they belong to be. Also, of course, I very, very much appreciate everyone else who has joined along and stopped by with the raid. All the new faces and all the familiar faces. I enjoy all y'all equally, yeah? Always a pleasure to have both new and old folks. And hi. How about no, Pinky? Said no, Pinky Demon. That means no. No. Okay then. Bonk indeed. Oh, there's a secret down here. Surrounded by tentacles! Tentacles! Just say no to tentacles. Always say no to tentacles. One of the best people, and he came on the raid. Yep, it is nice. It is nice to meet you for the first time, Real Deals. It's always a pleasure, and if Onibut says you're a good person, then I very much trust their opinion. So, welcome in, and it is very much a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Especially since pretty much most of the people that come in on Steve are very good folks. Y'all are wonderful. And broke me once before in the past. Thus, just reinforcing that y'all are wonderful. Alright, Book of the Seraphs, Part 9. Whispered into existence in the first moment Urdak bloomed around the Father, the Luminarium is the first place of all places. It is the holiest of all grounds. No living being can draw blood in the Luminarium. Were they to do so, they would lose all access to the powers of resurrection. Blood has never been spilled on its pure and holy floors. No matter what faction walks between the doors, as the Luminarium is the last vestige of the Father's peace in all the corrupted realms. Under its cornerstones, the quantum engines of creation stir. The vast interdimensional structures spin in and out of existence. They give rise to the energy needed to split essence from physical form, or to restore it. Here in the Luminarium, gods are reborn. Nice to meet you as well, and Uniboot is being too kind. He is awesome. Uniboot is awesome indeed. Not being too kind. This motherfucker's incredible. Back at you. Y'all are both incredible. Y'all are both wonderful, I'm sure. And I'm glad to know both of you. Oh yeah, that was these two. Had looked at them before. And not again. But yes, y'all are both wonderful folks. And I'm glad to know both of y'all. Well, especially know both of y'all now. Up-a-doozle. I'm out of that still. I need to go that way, but... Okay, I probably need to... Yeah, I need to go around there to go around there. Okay, that's probably the case. Boop. Rubber your weed. Whatever you smoke, I also smoke, or something like that. Fuck that whole thing up. Typing can very much betray you at times. I know it very much betrays me a lot of the time. What was exploding over there? Something was the answer. Oh, one of those things. Okay. The platforms. Typing has very much betrayed me. Words have very much betrayed me at times, too. Oh, that's just green light. Down here. Boop. I can't believe I made that. Was I supposed to make that in one jump? Yes, apparently, yes. How do I get into... Oh. There. Haha. Extra lives, 1-ups, 2-ups. Extra lives instantly revive you if killed in combat and will fill your health. If you run out of extra lives and die, you have to load your last checkpoint. The 2-up awards 2 extra lives. They are rare items, and I regret missing the first one that I saw. I regret missing that one, very much so. Well, I gotta take them because I already used 2. Because I used up like 3 extra lives on that one Slayer gate. Oh god. It's going through it, and that was not ideal. Oop. And roop. We through. We through. This means shield, guys. I was trying to figure out what... This looks like a giant worm thing. It almost looks like a giant worm. Huh. Interesting. Oh no, oh no. Fuck no, fuck no, fuck no. Why do they have to make invisible whiplashes? That is a fantastic question. Some may see that as just too many imps. I saw that as all the armor. Wrong gun, but fuck it, I'll take it. Here's the one smoke of best friends. Shield thing. And boop. I needed all that armor I got before. Want to stand in those. That's right. That would be bad. Ow. Ah, that's a battle arena if I've ever seen one. Okay, a full up there. And just a whole bunch of different platforms. Okay, then what could possibly go wrong? Alright, everything. Wait, combat? Oh, okay. Well, maybe not any combat for now. Kinda wanna keep that just in case, though. Oh, God's out. Okay, now I've triggered the combat. It's the worst way to tackle a Cacodemon, but I did it. Did I kill it? Did I kill it? Think I killed it. Okay, I killed it. I was like, wait, did I kill the pain elemental? Oh, I meant to be down here now. Oh. Oh, gods. We're gonna call Doom Guy. You give me back my extra life, you son of a bitch. Oh god, I hate this environment. The environment is killing me more than the demons. This area sucks. Seriously, the damage I put on these walls are doing more damage than the demons. And I hate it. Oh, you mean this. Guess it could. Guess it very much could have helped. Isn't obvious. I tend to panic sometimes. And this level has just been... This level has just been an exercise in pain. Ugh. Besides some pain that I'm not really sure I like just how much this is difficult. Just difficultied up. This is really bloody brutal. Oh, thank God. These are nothing compared to Final Boss. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, I'm sure. Obviously, no spoilers in that regard, but oh, I'm sure. Like, I'm certainly waiting for it. And there we go. I actually have a BFG ammo now. Definitely is a lot going on at once. Yeah, very much so. And as an Aspie, that goes double. It's like when a normal neurotypical person is like, yeah, there's a lot going on. Extrapolate that to someone who's an Aspie, and it's like, yeah, there's a lot going on. It's a hell of a lot going on. I'm just satisfied I'm plugging through it. It's certainly not perfect play, but for going through my first time, I am doing all that I can. god, there's a boss encounter at the end of this too. Okay.
It is clear that I am what was known as the Father. While I have indefinite access and understanding of this world's systems, I lack the control over them necessary to remove the demons and reseal the void. Without a physical form, I am merely a presence. I have no recollection of myself. I believe my essence from the sphere could return me to my full faculties.
He clearly doesn't know what you did in the swamp.
About that.
Maybe he thinks you're here to help him.
About that. About your sphere. Yeah. What the intern said, he, clearly doesn't know. I feel bad because I actually really liked Vega. Like, I like Vega. Man, this is, yes. Alright then. Book of the Seraphs, Part 10. The engines of creation are not metaphors or poetic words, but structures that lay just on the other side of reality itself. Under the Luminarium, they breached the Void's walls to touch the physical world. Hell's machines can pull a soul from its body and process it into Argent, but Hell cannot return a soul to a body. It will never resurrect what it has consumed. It takes energies far more exotic than any Hell controls to not just cleave a being's essence from its body, but reincorporate it. Hell's machines are toys to what lies under the Luminarium. The Seraphs proudly controlled these forces, calmly manipulating the nature of creation and mind to give life again to raw energy. Every life sphere resurrected is a sign of Seraph power and competence. The realms age around the Luminarium, but the Seraphs will always stand as the greatest engineers of the many dimensions the Father created. Well then. Have that one challenge encounter, and 3 more codexes. Okay. The full deal there. Do we have a fight, or should I just be grabbing that? I should just be grabbing that. Also, oh boy, this is certainly one hell of view of corrupted and fallen Urdok. That's for certain. I can just soak in the view of, well, partly what we've caused. Honestly, a good chunk I'll still blame on the Khan Maker for bringing the icon of sin here. I just made sure things went horribly wrong and didn't get fixed. And was the callous for desperate measures saying, it's fine, I blame the Khan Maker. We'll stick with that story. Fuel, can never go wrong with fuel. Can never go wrong with the chainsaw. Nothing else until we go in. Okay. Alright. In we go. Can't say anything to it. It's clearly a battle arena. Oh god, that's a lot of them. Please let me through, please let me through. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave this grenade here and leave this other one here. And then Captain make her drone on your boats. Get away from the invisible whiplashes. By the way, whiplashes did not need to be invisible. I'll just say that now. Yeah, you die. Oh, there's another one. Good. No. I got that ridiculous launch shot. I'm not gonna give it up. No, with the fucking shields. Guy up there, and I saw him. I was gonna say, that was a Bloodmaker, wasn't it? Yes, it is. No. Oh god, a buff totem. Where? Oh, I did not want to buff totem now. I have things to kill. Fuck out of here. Oh god. Might have got stuck in the portal temporarily. I'm sorry for how very much crazy that probably looked. Ooh. Alright. Yeah, ammo. I need ammo. Okay. So I shot, which was unfortunate, but not wholly surprising considering everything that's in my face. You get out of here. Alright. Shh. I'm actually kind of surprised how much health and ammo I mean, health and armor I ended off with there. I felt like it was going a lot worse. Oh, jeez. These fights are something. Eesh, these fights are something, and my hand is hurting in that regard. It's okay, buddy. This is the last mission we're doing, even if this mission just keeps on going on. This is the last one in plan. Just keep on through. We can survive this. We can survive this for the night. That asks us to go there. There's a challenge thing in there. Where need mobility micro's better than missile gun. Probably, yeah. I'll admit, I'm very used to just pulling out the minigun as far as dealing with like Barons of Hell and such. Because it was my usual way of dealing with them. Thus, especially while I'm panicking, it's a matter of, yeah, something's just going a matter of just what the muscle memory is at the moment. And so it be with the muscle memory. Let's be honest, I'm not used to things being so rough yet. Especially considering this is my first go-through with this deal, but yeah. It's something I definitely need to keep in mind. Definitely something I need to keep in mind. It doesn't feel like anything out here. Look much in the other ways of getting through it. I was gonna say, I doubt I can just dash through it. God, it doesn't damage me, at least. Which means I'm missing something. And the missing something is usually some either breakable wall or some tiny button. Usually how this goes. Yeah, there's no obvious other way through. Which means it has to be some trigger input to get rid of that. Okay. If I press that button, it'll just send me up, I presume, and I do not want to be sent up. Not right now, anyways. Yow. That's seen better days. There's a small, tiny triggers that I just can't figure out. Or like I said, or some hole or whatever. It seems kind of weird for something to be in the arena, but then again, I'm not putting it past the game either. Just not seeing anything in the actual room itself, because there's not a whole lot in the room itself. That seems like a fun thing I'll be using later. Just looking up and going, huh, I'm gonna have to do that, aren't I? I'm going to have to do that. Simple thing. Doesn't do anything, though. I am clearly being blind here. And I kind of hate it. Hate when I run into these situations where it's probably just some small minor thing that I'm just missing. But I just can't figure out because I'm daft. Completely and utterly daft. It doesn't matter if I need to press a button. Just always worried about going too far on things. I've already been screwed out of matters once already. Well, I mean, it's free to press a button, not that it does anything. Oh. There we go. Yep, just me being afraid to go too far. That's not the shotgun I wanted. Oh, game. Oh, thank goodness. Alright, Bloodslayer unlocked. All I can say is, that's a rude encounter. Like, oh yeah, just have a Marauder and a Bloodmaker. I'm sure you'll be fine. I mean, I was, but that doesn't mean I had to. Doesn't mean I had to like it. Okay. Those things are dead. Challenge is done. And now to figure out where the game wants me. Ah, okay, here we go. On the thing I was looking at before. Ah, there we go. Bloop. We'll just mulligan that first attempt. Yeah. Okay, okay. Which is closed. And there is this room, which has dying trees in it. Alright then, alright then. Someone being yeeted off a mountain. Book of the Seraphs, Part 11. The Seraphs remember that when the Dark Lord's lifeless body tumbled down the Pyramid of the Lost, Samur begged the Father to crush the Dark Lord's life sphere. Samur saw that they could destroy the Dark Lord's very essence, so that he would brood no more against the Father. The Father refused. The Dark Lord was his creation. It was better to leave hell contained, with the Dark Lord reduced to whispers. If it came to pass that the Dark Lord were ever reincarnated in physical form, only another primeval, or something more powerful, could slay him. Once vanquished in this manner, the Dark Lord could no longer rule hell. Stripped of a primeval's bindings to the realm it was forged in, it would be scattered across the stars. Any denizens of hell not inside the realm's borders would die, as they lost their connection to the very reality the Father designed for them. Ooh, okay then. Yeah, that would be massively handy to do. And boop.
You are here to restore order to my world. With the demons in control, you understand the threat they pose to all my creations.
Oh dear.
He doesn't seem to know you have the Dark Lord sphere.
No he doesn't. And I feel bad. But this is the way Doom Guy wants to approach it. And all that entails. Just why? Ammo, get more health. Button. Nope, piss off. Okay. Oh god, why am I over the bit suddenly? Don't know when I wound up in the bits, but I was. No. Okay. gotta be honest here. Possessed things, not exactly my most favorite. Not exactly my most favorite addition in this DLC. The Bloodmakers, I'm fine with. The turrets, I'm obviously fine with. They only appear up here and there. Ugh, the spirits, though. I'm not a fan of the spirits. Not a fan of the spirits at all. So how do I unlock you to get at that? Or is it another side deal? Only one way to find out. Why are there so many punchy things here? That's why. That's why. That's why. Also, goddamn. How did you not die, good sir? Okay, okay. Okay. Yeah. Oh, come on, that site's close too. Boo-hum. Oh, that just does that. Ah, yes. And that turns that on. Okay. Say, this room has a lot of energy deals. Boop. I've been there for you, Tomb Hunter here. In the land of plasma. Where the fuck did my health go? Using that health, thank you. What I was trying to switch to, that's not. That is who I did want to do, though. And, you know. Okay then, okay then. Let's take that. Shotgun rounds. And thus I'm still stuck in the conundrum that that is not unlocked. Ah, good. Good. Alright, so what small, tiny detail am I missing here? That is such a short timer, it cannot possibly be. Zeusar, hello. Welcome in. Welcome in. Greetings, greetings. As you can see, breaking my mind on the Ancient Gods DLC in Doom Eternal for the first time, and trying to figure out how to open up that door. Anything that looks obvious. Oh no. You've got to look back. Oh, it's one of those things again. Thank you. I'm always afraid of going too far, because this game is kind of already, I've already missed things by not going far enough.
According to the Core
Ugh,
X tablets,
no.
if you kill the Dark Lord, any demon outside of their world will be destroyed.
I think I remember that. No, no, you are definitely right. You are definitely right on that, Accord. Yep, thank you, thank you. Sephirim. After the father ordered the Seraphim. After the father ordered the Seraphim to hide his life sphere within hell, Samur Maker followed his final wishes and withdrew into the shadows of history. Traveling to the earthly dimensions, he used his power to establish secret control over the growing UAC organization, and implanted his consciousness into a cloned body in order to move among the humans more easily, as Dr. Samuel Hayden. The father had foreseen that the humans would soon discover the gift of Argent Energy on their own, and knew that if they could only survive the coming onslaught if Samur took direct control of their operation. Using the secrets of Maker technology, the father's mind was processed and reformed into the complex AI known as Vega, so that he could continue to exist among his creations and safeguard them against hell. Separated from his divine essence, Vega operated without full understanding of what it once was, in order to hide its true nature from the Dark Lord, who wishes to subvert his power. Together, Vega and Samur guided humanity into a new golden age. Samur transferred his consciousness once again, this time into a technological shell of UAC design, enabling him to sidestep ancient laws and enter Hell during the earliest human expeditions. He located and took possession of the Slayer's sarcophagus, knowing he would be key to stopping the coming conflict. After aiding the Slayer in the war against Hell, the Seraphim's original body was reclaimed. With the father's life sphere destroyed, Samur can no longer stop the transfiguration from corrupting his body and mind. Betrayed by the Slayer, the Seraphim knows that his will and clarity will soon give way to mutation. Ah, lovely. I am on Hurt Me Plenty, and I've been feeling it. But yeah, I've been playing on Hurt Me Plenty for this run. It has still been very difficult, but that is what I've been playing it on. Oh, don't worry, that'll come in a bit, because I clearly hate myself. After I finish everything on a run of Hurt Me Plenty, my plans have been to do a run of everything on Nightmare. And God's help me on that. God's help me on that one. Also, I suck at platforming sometimes. Hey, why didn't grab? Ah! Remember that? Sometimes my brain just quits on me with platforming. Now it's one of those times. Okay, there we go. Doop, 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 doop. Got fast travel unlocked. Which means we are at our finale. Oh, fuck it. I'll go for a mission after this one. Hell's already in suffer mode anyways. I might as well just keep on going. Hell's with it. True pain begins. Ah, lovely. Yeah, unless this is the final mission, then, well, Godspeed to me. Then I will go. Basically, if there's a mission after that, then I'd be fine continuing going. But if this is the end, then that'd be only a fair thing to do. Oh yeah, that is the last of our information deal. So, let's see how long we suffer on this thing. I have some feelings of what we might face. The father. This is the last. Okay. Then it was a good point to call it. That's the fun thing about being blind. I don't know what's going on. So, yep. Thank you. Then, this is what we will suffer through to end the stream. Whatever final boss we face at the end of this DLC. And then next week, we'll continue Ancient Gods 2. I mean, don't get me wrong, this has still been fun. I'm still enjoying myself. Just, dear gods, the difficulty jump of this DLC has been extreme. Like, I'm still having fun, and I'm still very much off the high of enjoying how the UAC at Atlantica facility was, feel, vibe, environment-wise. Just, dear gods, the difficulty. Gonna fight the pink toy your mom plays with every night. The Father, the creator of all things, served as the guiding light for the makers of Urdok, for untold eons before vanishing from their realm. Ageless and formless, the logic and power of the Father gave birth to untold dimensions and worlds, giving rise to a numerous species and civilizations. Regarding Hell as a failed creation, the Father ordered his most loyal servant to remove his life sphere from Urdok and hide it away within Ingmor's sanctum, as his consciousness was reformed into the AI known as Vega. As Vega, he could, in secret, continue to watch over his creations on Earth, while obscuring himself from the Dark Lord, whose war against his creator is unending. His spirit and mind divided, the Father can no longer take physical form after the destruction of his life sphere by the Slayer. His present remains within existence, immutable and immeasurable, observing as the consequences of the Slayer's actions drive destiny forward. Okay then, we have gotten everything, we have explored everything, we have 5 extra lives to work with, and we have whatever final boss awaits us. Alrighty then, let's go. I had a feeling.
Your reckless mission ends now.
Yeah, I had a feeling. Load shotgun with malicious intent. Ugh. Oh, they're kind of looking like the Con Maker, except without armor. And freaky. Probably do not want to do that. That seems foolish. Although I had to do it at least once, that was just required. Why am I doing all this? Yes, who would have thought Seymour Maker looks like Con Maker? Seymour Maker, yeah. I mean, true. But after transformed. Misses. That worked pretty well, actually. Oh, there's floating eyeballs. Hello, floating eyeballs. How's it going? God, being slowed isn't good. Precision or this? Ah, okay, that makes sense. Considering that's what they usually were. Oh, hi, demons. Oh, fuck. Remember how I mentioned I wasn't the hugest fan of the spirits? Oh, dear. When Samur activates his spirit shield, and kill the spirits to make him vulnerable. Good. 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 Right, I can't... What am I thinking? I cannot get rid of weak points. I had to kill him from afar. Dear... Like I said, I dislike the spirits. They are not fun. Possessed monsters just shipping your health is not fun. Fuck you. Another one of those get here. Oh, come on, he got the kill credit. Fuck's sake. Let me guess, I'm gonna have to do this multiple times. Oh dear gods, what the hell is this fresh nightmare? Just trying to get in that. Can't rid that guy again, but that's fine. Grab health while it's visible. Grab health and ammo while it's visible. Fuck you! Okay, okay. Wait, come back. It's like I took too long and now being punished by yet another one of these fuckers. Samuel, come back here! Oh. Okay, what kind of fresh hell was that, Stumlock? Yeesh. Aw, come on, I have that. Okay, trust me, at this point I'm trying. I'm trying. It's really hard when they keep on going into my face. Although you have to admit, that was a hell of a sticky grenade I just did. That was a hell of a sticky grenade. I'm proud of that sticky grenade. Even as my entire everything bleeds out. Oh, fuck off, you piece of shit. Take my extra life back, please. Oh, fuck you, game. Oh, fuck these spirits. Where's my dashes? You're gonna call Doom Guy. Yeah, trust me, that was Sam was very much the plan. Please, please. Okay. 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 Lost extra life. That's fine. That's fine. I'm still going.
Servant, on my command, he removed me from this place.
Oh, have I done it? Have I done it? Please say I've done it. You done it! Yes! Yes! Oh, thank goodness.
End his life. Your mission here is now your own.
Mission here is now your own. Okay. Fine with that. Live and let live. Oh. Oh. Oh, dear gods. The hell of a fucking fight. It's a hell of a fucking DLC. Oh.
Consequences of your actions here are irreversible.
Yeah, they are. I'm sure. Hi, Seraphim. You're required to do what I say, I guess. I bring you something. Ah, yes, I see it's going well for them. Whew. Alright, we're resurrecting a Dark Lord. What could possibly go wrong? Yeah, thank you. Thank you both. Thank you, Bastard, and thank you, Zestar. That was a hard DLC. Not gonna lie. That was a hard DLC. Dear gods. That was difficult. I intend to do that on Nightmare. Help me.
The Dark Lord is the leader of Hell's armies. Not a king, but a warrior of the Dark Realm. The fiercest among them, as only the strongest could rule the demons.
Hi.
It is you, in their world.
Ah, I see. Hello, other me from their world. Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? What's the worst that could happen? Alright then. We'll be calling this... This is after the credits roll, because I'm always fair for having the credits do their part. My thoughts on the Ancient Gods 1. It had some really cool set piece world-wise. I really enjoyed the look of Atlantica. I really enjoyed the environment of that mission a lot. That was a really cool place. The Blood Swamps was really cool in that it was a very different hell vibe with the whole swampy deal. I did like that. And then Fallen Urdak right there at the end. That was a cool just seeing how much has fallen. So the set pieces in this DLC, very cool, very fun. The difficulty, oh man, was that difficult. Like, when they gave the little warning, there's gonna be more demons because it's DLC, I didn't think it was gonna be that crazy. I didn't think it was gonna be that crazy. As far as new enemy types go, I did not mind the turrets. Those were cool little things to just have to deal with. Our little eyeball deals. The Bloodmakers I was kind of fine with. It encourages of, if you get your shots down, you have it. The spirits, I'm not the biggest fan of our little Ghostbuster friends. Just how much possessed demons deal damage-wise and how much on crack they are speed-wise is absolutely insanity. It's insane what those spirits can do in possession of deals. And, having them possess a Marauder at one point in that Slayer Gate, the pinnacle of, oh dear gods, what is this madness? Speaking of the pinnacle of, oh dear gods, that madness, that entire Slayer Gate was insanity. It was insanity. The boss fight, and then as far as the boss fight goes at that very end, for the most part, I have nothing against that boss fight. That was overall a fairly fun boss fight. Except for the spirit parts. I could have done without the spirits. The common thread here, I just happen to dislike spirits. But yeah, overall, I made it through. I used up extra lives, but I did not full-on run out of extra lives, which I'm proud of doing. I'm proud of all that business. And as far as has been said, apparently Ancient Gods 2 is a bit easier, and I'll say for myself, but I'll be glad for a little bit less toned down, because the Ancient Gods 1 is a hell of a jump up. That was a hell of a jump up difficulty-wise. And it showed at points. It's like, for the most part, during the proper levels, I was mostly fine. It's like, I had to account for, definitely account for the increase in demons and the like. Ugh. That was something I had to just deal with as the fly. The spirits were definitely one of the more difficult parts of things. They had some interesting and fun long-term platforming that was a really cool kind of up difficulty on the platforming front, but not too difficult. It was fun. It was challenging, but not too challenging, and I'm kind of proud how well I did on those accords. The first Slayer Gate of this was intense and filled with nonsense, but I got through it fairly well enough. That second Slayer Gate was insane, and I won't deny, I panicked a bit during that second Slayer Gate. It was intense, it was full of everything, and I might have panicked and kind of struck out a little bit. I mean, I'm proud I did it. I'll put it that way. I'm proud I succeeded, even at the loss of a few extra lives. I'm proud I got through that Slayer Gate. On Nightmare, it's gonna be terrifying. On Nightmare, it's gonna be terrifying. But that's a problem for future Narem. That is a problem for a bit in the distance, future Narem, because before I reach back up to that again, first things first, we will be going through next stream the Ancient Gods 2 on Hurt Me Plenty difficulty. After that, either on its own stream or towards the end of basically, depending upon how long that stream goes on, I do want to try Horde mode. I do want to see what Horde mode is about, so I will be diving into that mode a bit just to see what it's like, to see how it's going. I might morbidly poke at some other things if I still have time left on a stream, but for the most part, the plans after going through Horde mode will 100% be suffering. After going through THE2 on Hurt Me Plenty and then Horde mode on things, the plan after that will be going through everything again, only on Nightmare difficulty. And that's gonna be a voyage. A voyage full of pain, but it's going to be a voyage, alright? I'm still looking forward to it. All in all, this is still a very fun game. Difficulty jumps aside, it's still a very fun game, and I'm looking forward to see what the Ancient Gods 2 will have in store for me next time. I really am. I'm sure it'll be fun. This game just keeps on ramping business stuff, and, well, what's the worst that could happen with an evil clone of us? Everything. Everything. That's the worst could happen. Everything. But, all in the name of the game, to end the threat to hell. The threat of hell to Earth. Permanently. And I hope Tomb Guy knows what he's doing on that accord. But with that, once again, thank you all so much, so much for everyone who's stopped by, Misfiring and Zoasur. Thank you very much for coming in towards the end of that and kind of helping me along the way to kind of get over the difficulty curves a little bit. I very much appreciate it. Thanks once again to Steve Fantasy for the huge raid. Thank you ever so much to him for that raid, and for everyone who tagged along with that raid. That would be Uniboots, The Real Steals, everyone who came along with that raid. Thank you all so much, whether you stopped and chatted, or whether you just sort of lurked about. I appreciate it all the same. I appreciate all the company, whether it's lurking, whether it's chatting and just helping along, or even if you just stop by very briefly, say hi, and then poof off into the nether. I just appreciate it all. Thank you all so much. I thank everyone for tagging along for my journey through this very fun but very difficult game. As I've always said, first-person shooters aren't up my usual wheelhouse, but I'm doing as best I can, and I'm getting through it. I'm proud that I'm getting through it. Nightmare will be the real test. I'll never beat any of these on Ultra Nightmare. I'm not good enough for that, but I'll at least try to beat it on Nightmare. Just regular old Nightmare. Difficult, but with, not restarting everything. Yes. But yes, with that, next stream will technically be later today, but to be more accurate to any time zones, this Sunday evening, we will be playing more Sunless Skies, where we shall be continuing to explore Albion, and try to deal with our mounting terror nightmares that is going crazy. Yeah, have to do something about it. After that will be Tuesday, which shall be more Final Fantasy X HD Remaster, where we shall continue pressing forth, leveling up to tackle the remaining Dark Aeons. Because, of course, I have to hate myself another other game, too. After that is next Thursday, where we shall be playing more Troubleshooter, Abandoned Children, where we shall continue to see where the story takes us there after Hexing's harrowing encounter with Carter. And after that, as I've said my plans, we'll wrap back up around to next Saturday, which shall be more Doom Eternal, The Ancient Gods, DLC 2, which should be exciting and which should be fun to see what we have in line with this. Oh, UAC Atlantica Station. You were a cool mission. You're the standout environment for me in the Ancient Gods 1. But I'm just a sucker for rain and storms. All the bias on that occur. Also, I just realized, apparently I've almost gone through all this eventy stuff. Huh, what do you know? There's a couple more there. We gained some more Doom level experience. And then we have our... Oh wow, that's a lot of rewards. Maker's Pride. The Holt. Fallen Urdok. Sigil. That looks like a BFG skin. Huh. Ground Zero. Bloodslayer. Armed to the Teeth. And Spectre... Oh, it looks like the plasma gun. Sion's Silencer. Altar of Pain. Terraformer. Harvester. And Brains. But with that, like I said, thank you all so much for tagging along, for watching, for accompanying whatever. I very, very much appreciate it. And I hope y'all have a wonderful evening, a wonderful morning, a wonderful day, wonderful whatever time zone it may be. I hope all is well for you. And that until next I see you, may you have a good one. And until then, spread whatever kindness and joy you can, wherever you can, for it is the least we can within the power that we are capable of. Yep, with that, take care, and I'll see y'all next time. Cheers, and have a good one, y'all. Don't let the demons get you, because they'll get you. You let a spear possess a demon, and they're just gonna go... Rom, blah, 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 blah. Don't let the demons get you. Cheers!